Yes, people, welcome back on the channel, and we are back again with another episode of Matchday Rewind. We're gonna talk about United beating Liverpool, Spurs get another W, and Arsenal go 6 points clear. I'm gonna do a quick preview for the games of tomorrow as well, because Man City still has to play Chelsea. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting as well. But before I'm gonna start, people, don't forget to smash that like button, hype, subscribe, of course, on the channel, subscribe on Rory's channel, on Kane's channel. And let's get straight into it, guys. How are you guys doing?
Um, yeah, calm. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What about you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Um, I'm looking forward to the end of the season though, because my team is shit. So, which we already know that. We already know
Yeah, you and me both. But I'm pissed off today. I'm gonna lie, Villa. Aston Villa has an enemy for life after what happened today.
that. Oh, all right. Let's start with Arsenal. Really good first off. Second off was okay, I think. But Roy, tell me
Mm.
what you thought about the game.
Um, apologies. I was just sending a message. Yeah, I think yesterday was arguably the best and the most I've enjoyed watching this team for months, from what I can remember, which is mental to say. But here we are. You know, a result that I wasn't necessarily expecting. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting us to win, but not by the manner we did. It's fair to say, and I think it all stems from playing Miles Lewis Skelly in midfield, which is what we've been calling for about 2 years now. I mean, it really wasn't rocket science. I think if we would have started Skelly in midfield from February onwards, I honestly think we would have had this title wrapped up.
Mm,
Because what Skelly does provide is exactly what Thomas Partey brought us throughout these years, which is power, athleticism, line
yeah.
breaking, etc. He has all of it. And Skelly as well as the likes of Zubomendi, Thomas Partey, like he has the ability to keep possession as well, but also progress in the ball. So he has everything I epitomise from a midfielder. And he came in against Fulham, and yeah, you can say it's Fulham, the mid-table, whatever. They're 2 points off Europe, so let's not, bring up the narrative that it's only Fulham when they're fighting for Europe. They're 2 points off sixth place, I believe, and they've had a fairly decent season. And especially with the way Arsenal have been playing at home lately, I wasn't expecting a 3-0 thrashing, especially like in the first half as well. I mean, we well and truly blew them away. For every single player, done their thing. I mean, Calafiori expected to play at left back because I thought, Nkapia was going to get the rest for Tuesday. And I thought maybe that would have been the only change. Maybe Mosquera actually at right back instead of Ben White because of the game he had against Atletico. But,
Yeah.
he went Ben White. Maybe that's a case of him starting Mosquera at right back on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure. But in terms of a lot of the players, from an attacking institution, we look really promising for once. And I don't want no one to tell me that Arsenal do not have the genetics to play this sort of football, because we clearly do. We've seen signs of it. We just don't see it consistently. And that's the football I want to be seeing more often. Even if we don't end up winning games, right, I still want to come out of that game thinking, right, okay, we've given it a go,
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just not what we saw against Bournemouth and, Forest, Liverpool, all these games, likewise. So it's actually good to see that we're playing with a little bit more purpose in recent weeks. But still, though, we've got 3 more finals left to go in it. And all we can do is win our remaining games and see where it leaves us, really. In terms of the players on display, as I said, from an attacking institution, we look so threatening, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Gyökeres, that's what, 21 goals in all competitions? I think it's his first. He's the first Arsenal player in his debut season to provide 20 plus goals, I believe, since Alexis Sanchez in 2015. So
Damn.
yeah, I think he's what only Harry Kane has scored more goals than Victor Gyökeres in 2026. I think that narrows. I mean, if we're narrowing it down to strikers, yeah, only Harry Kane has scored more goals than him in 2026. So it's not bad for a striker that can't play football, and the striker that we probably shouldn't have bought instead of Sheshko. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Trossard was actually pretty decent. You know, the best he's played in a couple of months. You know, I've heard something that he's not scored all year, which is mental when you think about the season he had at the start. I thought Eze was excellent. Saka, that was, you know, the Saka of old, as far as I'm aware. You know, people really tried telling me, like, I was arguing with bloody alcoholics on social media. They were all telling me that this guy shouldn't go to the World Cup, or at least shouldn't start. Like, they're telling me about bystanders like flipping Jared Bowen, Phil Foden, Cole Palmer. To give it a fucking rest, bro, because he had Jimenez lagging for that first goal. And that is a sign of what Saka can do when the handbrake is off.
True.
So I ain't hearing nothing about, oh well, because he's regressed this season, it's because of his ability. No, as I keep saying, it's due to the fact he's been overplayed. And if you see how many injuries he's had this season, in fact, he probably could factor in the injury he had last season as well, the grade 3 hamstring injury. But he's had an Achilles injury, he's had, you know, hip injury, etc., etc. And to respond like that in his I think it's his first start since his injury, so I think that rest could have done him good, you know, although he was injured, but still I think that could have done him really good. And you saw the golfing class between Saka and Madueke. Difference between him and Madueke is just like chalk and cheese, isn't it? You look at the first half, the way we played, and then the second half when Madueke came on, Jesus Christ. But less said the better about him. I think, you know, second half told us everything we need to know on who stays and who goes come the end of the season, because I'm watching Gabriel Jesus offside on every opportunity. Madueke I've just mentioned. Ben White had a couple of shaky moments in the first half. It was okay second half, but first half he was frustrating me, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I think that's about it, really. As I said, I think everyone played their part, to be honest with you. Two centres done exactly what they needed to do. In fact, let me tell you something about Saliba, right? Because I've been banging on about the fact he has been, for me, second best centre back in the league behind Gabriel. Like, this is what I'm saying. I think, although I've been Team Saliba for ages, right? I think you could argue Gabriel has, you know, snatched his change over the last 2 years, but I reckon Saliba's actually been better this season. So I think it's between them two in terms of who's the better centre back in the league. I don't want to hear Mark Gahey. I don't want to hear Romero, whoever, right? Van der Ven, etc., etc. I think Saliba is mega like underrated, not by Arsenal fans, but rival fans as well, just because of what Gabriel's been doing in the last couple of years. I thought Calafiore had a very good game as well, it has to be said. I don't know what it is, but he always seems to... I don't know what it is, but every single time this guy is unlucky when it comes to offside goals, because that was a great header. I believe he scored an absolute banger against Fulham, which in the reverse fixture, which was ruled out for offside. So I feel quite sorry for him, you know, in that aspect, because you know, the guy is just crazy. It's fair to say, just everywhere. And I think this is why, perhaps in these sort of games, Calafiore starts at left back. Not in the big games, I'd say, but it's the low blocks. He can be a handful because, as I said, he's literally everywhere. But yeah, like 3-0 win and pressure's on Man City in it. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, and 6 points clear. Don't forget that as well.
Yeah.
That's good as well.
All we can do is just win our games. That's all we can do, and I think that's vital for goal difference as well. I mean, pity we didn't score more goals, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like we did take off players, didn't we, during that second half? Just for Tuesday, especially what Atletico Madrid did at the weekend, basically rested their whole flipping team because that Champions League is what they have at stake. That's all they have to play for. So yeah, we had to rest a couple of players today, and I really do hope that he doesn't drop Skelly. By the way, I would be playing exactly the same team unless obviously Jurrien Timber is fit for the game because again, I wouldn't fancy Ben White against Lookman again. But apart from that, in fact, even if Timber's not fit, I'll still be playing Mosquera at right back. I don't mind the left back. Skelly should be playing in midfield ahead of Supermendy for me. And the exact same format in attack, really, because it's if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's all I've got to say.
Before we're gonna ask King about the game, one question for you: do you have a little bit more belief now for Arsenal in the ending of the Premier League and also the Champions League season, or is it still game by game for you to see what's gonna happen, Rory?
It's always been game by game for me at the end of the day. Like, I think from what I've seen this season, Arsenal can drop points to anyone, and that's the same for every team, right? They can drop points to literally everyone, and I think what you can say about this Premier League season, it is very competitive. But when you're top of the league, I do expect some sort of form of consistency. And fair enough. Like, we are top of the league because of the amount of games we've won and the amount of points we've picked up, etc., etc. I get that, but I think some of it is due to the fact Man City have not capitalised on us dropping points at times. So it's like, well, at this moment in time, Arsenal cannot afford to drop any more points from now until the end of the season. I think we will, though. Simultaneously, I don't think Man City will win their remaining games either. I think they're going to drag me through it one last time, as I predicted. Right, we've got a fantastic win against Fulham. Man City have got a tough game away at Everton tomorrow. So I'm just like a bit sceptical at the moment because even if City drop points, fantastic, 6 points clear, right? Or 5 even. But
true.
Yeah, Arsenal at West Ham at the weekend, I'm not entirely sure because that's, proved to be a massive game for West Ham. Like, if they don't win, even a draw probably is not good enough for them. So it's just like, well, the pressure is really mounting on West Ham to win that game at the weekend, or else they're pretty much down. So I don't know. We are capable of dropping points at any point. We are capable of conceding goals from out of the blue, right? We dominate the game, and then within anyone's first opportunity, it's goal. And then our backs are against the wall, just like that. So it's just like, that is what I am skeptical of. And it's, the game management I'm concerned about as well, because there's been games where we've just not, got over the line with certain points. I'm looking at Wolves, I'm looking at Villa. We've conceded quite a few last minute goals this season, so that is the concerning thing. However, I'm not taking away the fact we do have the easier running and we should be winning the league. In fact, we should have had this title wrapped up a long time ago. We shouldn't be at this point. But I did say that I think Arsenal will probably end up winning this on the last day if we were going to win the league this season.
All right. Can you promise the viewers
the Champions League and the Champions League just before African comes in? Yeah. the Champions League, we've got a good chance of winning that as well. Obviously, you look at the opposition, PSG, Bayern. I think I would have more confidence playing PSG or Bayern Munich in a final rather than in the knockouts, because as we've seen already, Arsenal are capable of beating PSG and Bayern Munich in the one-off game. Whereas over 2 legs, I'm not entirely sure, as we've seen with PSG last season. So I think we can beat Atletico on Tuesday. I think we will. I did predict us to reach the final before the season started. I'm not even lying, because I sort of clocked the sequence, because we reached the quarterfinals in our first year back in the Champions League after 7 years. We reached the semi-finals last year. I was like, maybe the final this year, you know. And I'm not saying we are going to reach the final, but I think we might, because it is at home against Atletico. The tie's in our favour, so we should be getting through.
Yeah, I think you guys.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be. I mean, I'm trying to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but if Arsenal were going to win the Champions League hypothetically this season, then I'm pretty sure we may be the first team in history to win the Premier League unbeaten, as well as the Champions League. I mean,
no. My club did it. Hold it.
when? I'm talking about Premier League, though.
Yeah, they're not.
But when did Ajax do it?
Ajax won the league unbeaten in the 90s and the Champions League as well.
And were you born for that?
The same year.
How old were you? How old were you?
I was almost alive. Almost.
Almost alive, but were you alive?
No, not. Unfortunately, not. Unfortunately, not. All right. Before one last question, then I want to ask the King about it. Can you promise us, if Arsenal win the league, you will do it in real life stream on a parade?
What's that? What's that? I didn't catch that.
Live stream outside.
A live stream outside of what?
Of the parade of yourself, bro.
Oh, at the parade, right? I might drop a video.
No, that's not good enough. Boo.
What do you mean? Oh, do you mean an Arsenal all-out stream at the parade?
Maybe. That's also a good one.
The City title, piss off. The City title. You should be timed out for that, but go on.
But all right, King. Let me know what you think about what the Arsenal result 3-0 versus Fulham.
First of all, I did not watch the game because watching Arsenal in recent weeks hasn't been great. I did watch the game with Atletico, and that was one of the worst games of football I've seen in a long time. So I made the right decision in not watching Arsenal. They had a good win. I did speak to an Arsenal fan I knew. Originally said the first half was good, second half bad. It's good to see Gyökeres get a couple more goals, 14 Premier League goals this season. That's a decent return for his first year in England. Does it mean anything in the grand scheme of things to me? No, not really. In regards to City, I don't think they drop points. I think there was a statistic about Pep. He's never lost he always wins the last 5 games in a run-in for the Prem. So he's going to win his last 5 games. It's going to be about who gets the best goal difference. And in a gunslinging match, I think City have more weapons. So I think regardless, City win the title, regardless of what happens, even if Arsenal win all their games, just because they're just not going to score as much as City will. Outside of that, in terms of the other points he made, yeah, Saliba's had the thing about Saliba is this: we regarded him as one of the best left backs in the Prem, and anytime he has a dip in form, he's going to be treated a much harsher than, let's say, a Guehi or a Rodri or a Romero or any other centre back, because we look at him as a top 3 centre back, and you're basically put to a higher standard. So that's why it may look like people are dog walking him, but he's just not been up to the standards that he set for himself. In regards to Saka, I don't think it's a good idea if he goes to the World Cup. That many games across a month in America, flying over there, considering how many injuries he's had this year. If I was him, I would skip this World Cup just because I think that's a recipe for disaster for his injury. I think he gets injured again at the World Cup if he goes.
Yeah.
Fair. But
Yeah,
let's
I mean,
be honest.
I mean, I hear it. Like, yeah, I mean, I hear it, right? If he doesn't go to the World Cup, I'm not going to cry about it because, again, like club over country every day of the week.
Yeah.
From my perspective, anyway. Like, you may think otherwise, Michael, but you know, but I'm obviously club over country every day of the week. I could give a shit what happens with England during the World Cup. If I'm honest, I only care about what Arsenal do. But
look, it will be a shame for him, but I think he needs a summer off. He needs a summer off because the way that Arteta's done him, I don't think it would be wise for him to play that many games within a month, because then he's just going to get broken down again.
Yeah, but the fact, my problem is that people don't want to take him just based on his quality in general and the season he's had, and I'm just like, well, whenever
he'll go because there's not many better right wingers than him. There's only really Bowen. In terms of the other players you mentioned, Palmer, Foden, they shouldn't go either.
But Saka has more England Player of the Year awards than Bowen has goals for England, so it's like it's not really.
Them two are the only right wingers that can go. Honestly, I don't know if there's any other England right wingers that are of the level of those two. But as I said, for me personally, I would think that for Saka's health, I wouldn't go to the World Cup if I was him. But I know he wants to go because he probably wants to play for England, etc., etc. Yeah. But I think for his long-term future, I think it's going to be a bad thing.
And the rest of the right winger slots are just shit anyway for England, so it's just
yeah.
Who else do you play? You have Bowen, you have even Madueke. I don't even know if he's going to go to the World Cup. That might be a consideration because Tuchel likes him.
That's it.
Yeah, the problem is if there were more players on the right wing in form, I think there was a chance he was not going to get called up. But now he's definitely going to the World Cup. But I agree with you, King. It's not good for him if he goes there, because there's a high possibility he gets injured again.
And those pictures are shit as well. Those because in the Club World Cup, those pitches are shit. The American pitches are terrible. So if he's playing on those pitches, that's true. Yeah, he's getting fucked up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, out of all of our players that could be going to the World Cup, how many of them are actually going to come back from the group stages?
I don't know. I hope England get out soon because I have Palmer going there, and I don't really want him out there either. I'll be honest with you.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Palmer's
it's the same with Rice as well. It's the same with Rice. I'm just like, this guy is knackered.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's on his knees after 40 minutes. And I'm just like, this guy's flipping shattered, man. Like, the amount of minutes he's played this season.
I hope all my players go out in the group stage, because we played Club World Cup last year. This is another year where they're not going to have a holiday. Like, it's just too many games. And plus all the extra bullshit games in the international breaks with the Nations League and all that other crap.
True.
These players are dead. The thing is, the reason why the World Cup's going to be bad is because all these players are tired. They're finished.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are going to have one or two friendlies as well before the World Cup starts. So, more games.
Yeah, dumb.
I mean, like, the only positive with that, I guess, is the fact I get to see youngsters hopefully coming through. Like pre-season, so I'd see a lot more of, Dalman, Waneri, hopefully, Lewis Skelly, etc., etc. I actually, because again, Gyökeres could go to the World Cup. Saka's going to go. Eze's going to go. I think Trossard's going to go. Rice is going to go. Zubamendi's going to go for Spain. Saliba's going. Gabriel's going. Calafiori's not going because I keep forgetting Italy didn't qualify. I think Timber's going to go.
Ben White's going.
I don't think Ben White's going to go.
I think it will. We don't really outside. I think they'll take him and Reece James. I don't know what other right backs they'll take. I don't think he will take Trent.
Yeah, I don't know. That there's obviously Livramento. Maybe he'll take. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think they take him either.
Mm.
Maybe as a extra option, I guess, at fullback. But he's injury prone as well. So I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't want to go either.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of your players are going to go.
Yeah, but we basically got an entire squad going. Havertz is another one. Jesus Christ, and he's already physically cooked, you know. Yeah, I've already mentioned Trossard. I think Martinelli will go as well. Jesus Christ, that's another one.
Yeah.
Pretty much our entire, not Odegaard, Jesus Christ, our entire squad going to the World Cup, which is mental. I don't think Mosquera will go. Maybe.
Wait, where's Mosquera from?
Yeah, Nkapie, Jesus Christ. Our entire squad is going apart. Calafiori's not going. Italy didn't qualify.
No, Mosquera will probably stay. But also, I don't know if your youngsters want to stay. If Arteta's still the manager, if I'm Waneri, if I'm Lewis Skelly, I'm asking for a loan. But a loan where I can play.
Well, Waneri's already had a loan, hasn't he? So
yeah, but I don't know what they did with his loan because he keeps being benched. But apparently there was a thing where Marseille have to pay every time he plays or something like that. Apparently, which I think that's a dumb thing if that is true.
Yeah, Dalman's not going.
Nah,
it's far too early for him.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to move on to the next game. I'm not sure if Rory watched the game, but I know King did. Aston Villa won, Tottenham Hotspurs 2.
I actually did watch the game, to be honest.
Tell me, what did you think about the result?
Oh, Emery, what have you done? What have you done, Emery? No, you know what? In all seriousness, right? I've always said like it's a win-win situation, right? Because everyone wants to see Spurs go down to the Championship. Maybe apart from you, Michael, because like again, you swing dick every now and then, like whoever's on the panel.
Yo.
Wait.
Yo, what? Yo.
Wait, pause on that. Pause on that. What the hell?
Yo. What the hell is...
I'm not involved, man. Clip
Go
that.
away, you fraud.
No, that should
I mean,
be
I'm a
clipped.
lion,
That is a mad one.
I'm a lion.
Bruh. This guy.
But yeah, as I was saying, right, pretty much everyone wants to see Tottenham go down, right? It's the Championship. But if they stay up, then goal. That's a free 6 points for next season. I could do them again 5 times. So, like, it's a win-win situation. Like, I don't know why everyone's moaning about whether or not Tottenham will go down or not, because whatever happens, you know, again, West Ham going down as well, like that shit stadium, innit? So it's just like, oh God. How am I getting the first in the comments section? Lying though. I'm a lion. I'm a lion.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Leave you alone. Leave me alone, bro. I'm speaking facts over here. I don't do if, buts, and maybe. I do absolutes. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was first to stay off. Only because I was first to stay off.
But you also said you'd rather to win the league than Manchester City, only because I was on the panel last week.
No. I want Arsenal to win the league.
Is it because you own an Arsenal tracksuit, isn't it? You own an Arsenal trading top.
Not anymore, but it's still in It's still in. Hold up. Do I still call it intro? It's still in this intro.
What's up, people?
So you kept that intro, yeah?
Yeah. I still
You
have
kept
it.
it.
Yeah.
So it's still technically there, isn't it?
Oh yeah. If you look at it like that, maybe. But no. I
But yeah,
thought this was gonna happen. I had a feeling this was gonna happen because Villa eyes are more on the
Yeah.
Europa League, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's almost reminiscent to what Emery did in his first season at Arsenal, where he put all of his eggs in one
Yes.
basket for the Europa League. Right, he rotated against, I think it was Crystal Palace at home when we had the opportunity to go third place, and we played bloody, who was it? El Neni in midfield, Jenkinson as a right wing back, Mavropanos at centre half. Basically rotated the team, and we ended up losing 3-2. Mustafi at centre back as well. Jesus, but that's what he done against. It may have been Palace anyway. I can't remember, but we lost 3-2 either way, and we had the opportunity to go third, which that ultimately cost us. And then of course we ended up, you know the rest. I'm not going to bring it up again, but yeah, I think. From what I saw from Villa, I think their only shot on target came from the goal, which is just mental. I mean,
Crazy.
the lineup they put out, I'm just looking at, bro, Ross Barkley in big 2026, Jadon Sancho, Tammy Abraham. I mean, come on. I get you trying to
Sounds
rest
like,
players and you have injuries, but come on. This is a
sounds
team
like
that's
another
supposedly...
team that has scrapped Chelsea players.
Yeah, and Conor Gallagher, bloody hell. I got to give him his props, because that was a finish and a half. I ain't even gonna take that away from him. And then the bloody pigeon scores, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just like, what on earth is going on here? What on earth are they playing at? Because I'm just like, hold on. In big 2026, I still just can't get my head around it. Right, Tammy Abraham, Sancho, Ross Barkley as your front four in big 2026 when you're supposedly trying to go for Champions League. It's just like, nah. I know it's Aston Villa and we're not talking Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, etc. But Aston Villa in the last few years have proved that they are roundabouts in the top 6. So it's just like, right, why have you still got Ross Barkley? Why did you even bring Tammy Abraham back? Why did you bring in Jadon Sancho on loan on them sort of wages? It makes no sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. I think it may have been last summer or it may have been the summer before. When he had that short stint at Dortmund. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind Jadon Sancho at Arsenal as like another squad player. My God. I don't really want to talk about it, but yeah, so far at Aston Villa, it was all right at Chelsea. I had a few glimpses here and there, but yeah, at Aston Villa, his loan move has been an absolute disaster. The fact he's still on Man United's books is just mind-boggling,
Crazy.
But yeah, like Aston Villa are a decent team, right? But let's not make out that Villa still don't need a squad to really like compete, because they were talking about title charges at the start of the season. And
True.
it was understandable. Like they went how many games? I think it was 12, 13 games they won in a row. I thought, yep, this team is serious. But I think injuries actually, killed them in the end. I think losing Kamara is a huge miss for them. As well as Tielemans, McGinn. They pretty much lost their entire midfield. And like I said, that they're having to start duds like Ross Barkley and Jadon Sancho in the attack when you're going for Champions League. It's just not ideal. But Tottenham, like, again, it's hard to give them credit because I want these lot to go down so badly. But yeah, it is what it is. We're actually going to have to do them a favour at the weekend, aren't we, against West Ham? I've just got that as well. If only we had that title wrapped up back in February, I would have conceded 3 points. I would have just gone, you know what? Just start your B team. Just for karma of like what they'd done
for the
seasons ago
the City
against
game.
Man City. Yeah, I would have happily conceded 3 points if we actually, had this title wrapped up. But we have to win every single game now. So it's just like, cheers Arsenal and cheers Villa as well. You basically, well, they could actually pick up 9 points in their last 3 games, which is mental. They've already picked up 6 points, and they've got leads. So I don't know whether they're going to stay up, but it's looking likely now that West Ham, after their battering they received against Brentford, it is what it is. It is what it is. But then again, we get them 6 points next season, even if they do stay up. So yeah, there you go.
All right, King, tell me, what do you think about the game? What did you talk about, King?
Oh, I'll talk about the game first, and then I have a statement to make after.
Oh,
In regards to the game, in regards to the game, there was only really one team
I'm
in
ready
it, to
for
be
this.
honest with you. There was really only one team in it. Tottenham from the start wanted it more hungrier. Obviously, Villa used the second-rate side, and I do agree with Rory. I think they need big changes in their squad. They're gonna have to sell some of their better players. Rodgers is gonna have to go. He's gonna have to be sacrificed for the betterment of that squad for big money, because I don't think they have the FFP capabilities of rebuilding that squad to compete on both levels. But yeah, they were terrible. Conor Gallagher with a long shot from outside the box, ex-Chelsea. Yeah, man. The fact that he's scoring for Tottenham and he used to play for my club, disgrace. And then the second one
Did
was
you have
Richie.
tifos as well? Just out of curiosity, did you have tifos of Conor Gallagher?
The idiots in our fan base had a Conor Gallagher tifo because he was
Mason
about
Mount,
to be sold.
likewise.
Yeah, man, fools. Anyway, will never be me. But obviously you allow for the Richarlison, that fake Brazilian, to score as well for a header. Disgraceful. And then you decide not to play for 95 minutes, and you decide Aston Villa to score a goal in the last second of the last minute of the last bit of the game, just to make it 2-1, just to add extra salt into the wounds and be even bigger pricks than you already are. Now, before I continue, this statement here is not of the thoughts or views of Kickoff Michael or Matchday Rewind. These are my own thoughts.
Do you need to be on full screen?
No, I don't need the whole the whole screen for this. It'll be a quick one. And this is straight for you, Deontay, as well. For the rest of the season, we will be hate watching Aston Villa. We will be voting for them to be beaten by Nottingham Forest in Europa League. We will be hoping that they finish outside the top 5 as well. I don't care. One of the B teams, Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth, go do your jobs. Finish 5th. Because what needs to happen after this result, Unai Emery needs to face the wrath of not winning Europa League and not finishing in the top 5 and having Europa League football next season. And then when next season comes, go to the same semi-final and lose again. For this disgrace of a performance. And because Deontay, was lapping it up, Bayern Munich are out too this midweek as well. We're hating on them too, man. LA, PSG. So we're doing it double. Big time. Yeah. Blame Deontay, blame Unai Emery, who is a former PSG manager as well. The coincidence. Anyway, we are here. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. I needed to see Tottenham get relegated. This was the only happiness I was gonna have this season because this season been shit for me as a Chelsea fan. So I needed it.
What? Not Arsenal bottom in the league?
No, it's more. The thing about it with this is Arsenal. For me, the Arsenal situation isn't an Arsenal thing. It's an Arteta thing. I don't like your manager, so I would rather you win the league next season with a new manager because I just think Arteta, his tactics, the way he talks, everything about him, for me, I don't like. I like the club Arsenal. I used to like the way you used to play in the early 2000s under Wenger, and some of my favorite teams and favorite players played for the club of Arsenal. A couple of my family members are Arsenal fans as well. So I don't hate Arsenal, the club. I hate Arteta and Arteta sexuals. That's what my big major thing is against Arsenal. But Tottenham, Tottenham's personal. I hate Tottenham with everything in my heart. So I need them to be relegated. I hope and pray for that. But if it doesn't happen, we know who's at fault. And because of that, Aston Villa to be relegated next season. We're on that.
Oh my days. Okay, pick Rory. Who do you predict to go down? West Ham or Spurs?
I'm not saying West Ham, you know.
King?
I mean, I don't know if you've seen Declan Rice meme after the Arsenal Fulham game, but you can use that, I guess. If West Ham go down. So as I said, it's a win-win, whoever goes down. Because I can't stand West Ham and I can't stand Tottenham, obviously. If I had to pick one, obviously Tottenham, of course, because, you know, West Ham are just irrelevant nowadays. But, you know, if West Ham go down, it doesn't bother me because, again, we'll be seeing them in the Championship next season, as well as, you know, the likes of Burnley, etc., who I also can't stand. So, listen, and also... Again, 3-6 points next season, and we get to have a nice trip down their lane again. So that would be a nice day out.
True. King, what do you think? Spurs or West Ham? Who's going down?
I'm a bigger belief of put out into the world what you want to happen. So I'm gonna keep saying Spurs, and I hope that happens. I pray for it. But you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna lie, that would be the greatest thing. Imagine their stadium in the Championship. Imagine them the teams going to that stadium.
Oh yeah. I think it's gonna be West Ham, but it's Spurs. So you never know. Imagine if, for example, last day they are about to stay in the Premier League, and then somebody gets a red card and they lose it. That's typical Spurs, man. So. It would not be.
Are you saying what you want to happen or what you predict?
Oh, what I want is what I'm saying. Yeah, I want Spurs to stay up.
So, you think West Ham are going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before this game, I was saying no, but after they got slapped 3-0 by Brentford and Spurs got a W, and De Zerbi is a good manager.
I didn't watch the game, right? Brentford West Ham, but what I heard was West Ham could have easily won that game in like the first 20 minutes because I think they hit the post like 3 times. So they definitely probably should have won the game, and I think they got shafted with a couple of decisions here and there. I don't know. I didn't watch the game because I was having a barbecue. So but from what I heard on Twitter, etc., West Ham should have probably won that game inside the first 20 minutes because of the amount of times they hit the post. Yeah, they did miss a lot of chances. So.
The only thing I think the schedule of West Ham is maybe a bit easier, a little bit. I think Spurs, their schedule. I don't think that will definitely lose to Chelsea, in my opinion. So they need something first, at least. If they win a game, I think they will stay up. If they don't win a game, I'm still iffy
I
about
was going to say, what did you mean by schedule? But yeah, you are right. I think West Ham. Who have they got from now to the end of the season? I know they got obviously us, but
Newcastle and Leeds, but they should beat Newcastle because Newcastle have been dead this season. And
Yeah.
then Leeds, at the end of the day, Leeds are going to be safe by then. So
yeah,
True.
they'll win that.
Tottenham have still got Leeds, Chelsea, and then Everton at the end of the
Yeah.
season. So you could maybe argue Tottenham have got the toughest fixtures actually.
To be fair, West Ham need to get something against you.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
they probably need to win. You know,
Yeah, they need to beat
I
you.
don't even think a draw is good enough for them.
No, I think Spurs get 6 points from the last 3 games because they're just going to lose to Chelsea. It just happens. You know, they'll probably give an own goal or do something stupid and lose the game. But West Ham need to win all 3, so I think they need to beat you. And if they beat you, that'll be the greatest thing for me because it'll be a 2-for-1. Arsenal lose the title and Spurs get relegated. So.
But
If
the
they
thing is,
beat
like,
you, but I
you
don't
want
think
to
it's
be
gonna.
confident.
But honestly, I think West Ham are gonna go down now. Honestly, looking at the games,
The thing is, I don't even have like full confidence in Chelsea that they're going to do anything against Tottenham either. Because
oh no, we beat them. Rain, shine, whatever. Hey, listen, Spurs. As much as I want Spurs to go down, they're 6 points for us every season as well.
yeah, it's true, but like, aren't they on better form than you at the moment?
Doesn't
they
matter.
are.
Doesn't matter. There's been games where they've won 5 games in a row, come to us and lose.
True.
But look at the
Every
way we've
time,
played at home this
every
season.
season.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's probably going to be. I think that's got a 0-0 draw written all over it. You know,
That's the only game I can guarantee us winning in the Prem is Spurs.
But if you don't win it, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, we have
Nah.
to. We got no choice.
I think if that happens, King goes to the bridge. Come outside now. We need to have a talk.
Car park settings.
He's going for everyone. Bro.
Also, it's going to be after the FA Cup final, so hopefully, if we win, we'll be on a good spirit as well.
Fair.
If you win, when you when you
Oh.
win, you're not gonna win. Bloody hell! I meant when you lose.
Either way, after that game, win or lose, we got to bounce back or push forward. Either way.
True. Do you guys think Forest are safe, or because only 2 points between Forest and Spurs and 3 points between Forest and West Ham?
No, Forest are definitely safe, bro.
They have 4 games to play though.
They'll beat Newcastle as well, so they'll. United away they'll probably lose that, and then they got Bournemouth last game at home, so they'll probably, and they'll beat us tomorrow, so they'll be all right.
Chelsea play tomorrow.
You think Forest are gonna beat the Chelsea?
Hold on, there's 2 games on Monday night tomorrow.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because it's bank
Chelsea's
holiday.
at 3 p.m. right?
Yeah, 3 p.m. on a bank holiday,
Mm.
which is dumb
Say that.
because Forest should have played today, honestly, and it should have been United Liverpool tomorrow. Because Forest are playing against Villa in Europe, so Villa get an unfair advantage.
Maybe. All right, let's move on. I want to quickly look at the other results. Let's start with the Friday game. Leeds won 3-1 versus Burnley. Yeah, and I think all of us, are sure that the Leeds are gonna stay upright. Oh shit, he wants the link. All right, no problem.
I was
Leeds
gonna
will be
say,
fine.
I was gonna say,
Leeds will be
has Reacts pussied out of tonight?
Leeds will be fine.
All right. Yeah.
I think
Let
with
me
that
share
win,
the
I think with that win, Leeds are closer to Newcastle than relegation. Yeah, they're above Newcastle, so they're fine.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, though, that Forest are a bit 50-50. They could go down as well. But yeah, it's most likely between West Ham and Spurs in terms of teams going down.
True. Yeah. Newcastle won 3-1 versus Brighton. Did any of you guys watch that game?
No.
Nah.
Same. I thought maybe a draw, but yeah, fair. And Sunderland 1-1 versus Wolves. I think that's bad from Sunderland, to be honest. But they had the red card.
Fair enough. They got a red
it's
card.
the same bullshit. I did see that red card as well. It's the same bullshit we've been seeing for the last, how many weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Too
getting
many
sent off every week now for hair pulls. It's just like...
Wait, did he pull a man's hair?
Yeah, Dan Ballard got sent off.
Because he pulled a man. Yeah, stop pulling
Yeah,
hair.
pulled my man's braids, you know.
Nah, bro, these men are zesty. How they keep on pulling hair? You come on, man.
What the hell?
I mean, you're asking the wrong guy here.
Look,
Yo,
I
big up.
still got road to Madrid, you know. In 2027.
I just want to say bless up to the Matchday Rewind.
Nah, you can't be pulling hair like that. That's wild.
Make sure you smash the likes and hit the subscribe. Now, React is out tonight because it's bank holiday here in the UK. Let's celebrate, right? I'm going to keep it very short and sweet. I deserve all the cooking I get this season. You know, road to Budapest. Manchester United have done the double over Liverpool. They're going to have the parade in Manchester in a couple of weeks. So let them have that parade. You know, 12-year-old touchline. You can go back to playing with your Lego figures now, mate. Because when the summer transfer window's open, mate.
Where's the correlation to that?
When the summer transfer window opens, things are about to get serious, mate. Things are going to get serious in the kitchen. And I'm not talking Gordon Ramsay. I'm talking about Liverpool fucking Football Club. Because I will be honest, after watching that performance today, I couldn't tell if I was watching my granddad in a care home or if I was watching my beloved football club. Because Alexis McAllister might be Fabinho 2.0. Ryan Gravenberch might be a six-month season wonder. Not even a one-season wonder, a 6-month season wonder. And I like Ryan Gravenberch a lot. Yeah?
Oh, shit.
You know, you've got... I mean, what can we do, man? Like, we've got a manager that doesn't have a clue what he's doing. We've got bare injuries galore. We got robbed by VAR. However, I'm not tied from AFTV. Otherwise, I would be probably at the AFTV studio right now, probably recording the bias podcast or whatever the flipping hell they do, you know. But I'm not here to make excuses. Do you know what I mean? We were poor today. Manchester United absolutely bullied us in that first half. I was having flashbacks to 7-0 in a positive way, but in reality, I looked at the score and I was thinking, shit. We're not winning 2-0, we're losing 2-0. I was having massive fear that we was going to get slapped. But ultimately, we scored 2 goals from their mistakes, really. I mean, the second one is literally a gift of Christmas. And then, you know, we decided to go back 5 months and, you know, decided to receive to them as well. So, you know what it is? We were poor today. It's the summary of our season. Everything you saw today, there was nothing new. There was literally nothing new. Literally nothing new today. Everything we've seen throughout the whole season. You know, it kills me to say it. Are we the worst Premier League champions? I mean, I can't lie. There probably is an argument to say it, and that's coming from someone that who likes to have a laugh on stream, who likes to fucking, you know, take the piss and whatnot. We might be the worst Premier League champions.
What the hell is this, King?
You know, we actually genuinely might be the worst Premier League champions. But, you know, £450 million spent. It's going to be a good summer transfer window for Reacts. You know, I'm looking forward to, you know, talking transfers again. You know, people that follow my channel, you know, I love a good transfer show. And I'm looking forward to spending $350 million again this summer. Get the credit card out, Coutinho. Bless up to you, my G. Even though you are a rat, bless up to you. We're going to get the Coutinho credit card out again this year. Barcelona, he's the lowest 14 million, by the way. Just saying. But no, you know what it is? We don't even deserve to get fourth or fifth. I don't know where we are now. I don't even know. Did Aston Villa win tonight? Because I've not been on my entrance.
No, they lost.
They lost to Tottenham.
Bro, are you actually
Yes, Spurs 1-1.
Oh. Even Tottenham have won back-to-back games.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen back-to-back wins twice this whole season, and Tottenham have done back-to-back twice this season. They've done it now. They did it in September then. Tottenham Hotspur. You know, the only thing that was giving me hope this season was that Spurs was going to go down. See, that toilet bowl in the Championship, yeah? But it now looks like they're probably going to stay up now, aren't they? Flipping thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, my living nightmare, I said months ago, Arsenal will get to the Champions League final. That's probably going to happen. Man City will probably drop points to Everton tomorrow because that will be what Everton flipping does. So it's a terrible weekend in the React household. But most importantly, you know, it's been an awful season for me. I think the one thing I've learned is to keep the banters and the jokes, but maybe think about some of the predictions I've made. Because Bert's 30 GA. Bert's 30 GA, by the way, I think he's on about 12. You know, we're nearly halfway there. We can get 50%. Hey, that's a pass mark in uni, by the way. I actually graduate potentially next week if I complete my uni degree. So actually, I might get more of a pass rate than Florian Wirtz this season. Than a £100 million signing. That is absolutely wild. But no, you know what it is, lads? I don't know what you lot think of Liverpool, but if I keep my stupid hat off, if we keep this manager, we're sinking. It doesn't matter who we buy. Look, we're going to get Adam Wharton. We're probably going to get Bradley Picola. We are going to be the Real Madrid of Galacticos of England now. I actually genuinely think Liverpool are going to go down that route where we're just going to try and buy the best players and buy our way to trophies, you know. Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Frimpong, or I say fucking Kais on that base of today. And obviously, you know, Darwin Núñez at left back, aka Milos Kerkez. However, he needs Milos Kerkez. You know what it is for him as well? What does made him with him? How the hell does that guy go from being skinhead to having a mullet in the space of a week? I've actually noticed it. This guy goes from having a full-on grown mullet to 1 week, and then being skinhead like he's that guy off flipping Auschwitz. And it's like, what the hell? Oh, maybe that was a bit of a wild thing to say, actually. No. I take that back. No, I do actually want to get you lot's thoughts on Liverpool, because do you actually lot think signings can fix us from an opposition rival point of view? Or do you think it's one of those ones where it doesn't matter who the fuck we buy, like Adam Wharton, and like if we get a DM in there, or, you know, Bradley Picola, and we do bring in another centre back and a couple of wingers, do you think we'll actually improve, or do you think it's one of those ones where we've got to get rid of the manager?
Restart
after 500 odd million in the summer. I think first you've got to get rid of the manager, right? It still baffles me that Slot has still got a job to this day. And I think he's still living off that Premier League title from last season. But if you think about it, right, you're going to have to spend another 500 million this summer, in all seriousness, because you're going to need a new right winger, a new right back potentially, a new midfielder, centre half as well, a left back, potentially a new goalkeeper if Alisson's leaving. That's what 6 players I've just named, or 6 positions. It's just like, I think you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, especially if you keep him in charge. I don't know what King thinks, but you know.
What do you think, King?
No, I agree. They probably do need to spend another 500 million, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think they have to get rid of all the remnants of the club side. If it means moving on a McAllister or a Gravenberch or a Salah or a Alisson or a Van Dijk, those things are going to have to happen because they just need a new squad. But I don't think this is the manager that should be in charge of that new squad. There's a man who's a former player. He's won a league title in the Bundesliga. He had a little unfortunate stint in Madrid, called Xabi Alonso. And if Liverpool are dumb enough to allow that man to go to Chelsea of all clubs, which is just a rumor, and not bring him in for a slot, I think that's one of the dumbest decisions they can make. They already have two of his players in Frimpong and Wirtz, players that he made great. And he'd be the perfect man to bring in the new talent. And I think he has good talent idea as well. So if I'm Liverpool, I'm getting Xabi Alonso and I'm getting a left winger, a right winger. I'm getting a couple centre backs. And I'm maybe bolstering, and I'm getting a DM as well for the starting 11, and then bolstering up the bench as well.
I think they could probably do with another striker as well, because Isak's legs are made out of what's it.
No, I think they're fine on the striker department. They just have to keep them fit.
But they're never fit.
They
though.
got
That's problem.
Isaac. They got Ikatike. They may need to promote a youngster. But I don't think they need to buy
in
another
that sort of
striker.
environment, like you want to kick on next season. You don't want to,
In my opinion, they don't need to spend that much.
We do.
Like 500 million.
they
No, they did.
Like,
Think about it. Left wing,
you look at that
67.
position.
No. Wait. I mean, like, they don't need to buy every player for like 50, 60 million. I think Liverpool need to buy some.
Mate, we're at the top table now with the credit card, mate. We ain't going back to flipping the Premier shops for your 30p crappy bread that falls apart, mate. We're going to Waitrose now to get the top end.
Hold up. How many?
Yeah.
You guys bought Salah and players like that for that amount.
You know what the
come on.
There is
Jurgen Klopp, like.
There is
It's because of inflation of prices. It's going to cost you a lot more to buy the certain players that you used to buy for 30.
That's
40
true,
million.
but I still think you can have some smart buys.
Bro, Garnacho went for 40 million. That's not good enough to get you a. If you want a Yan Diomande, for example, he's going to cost you 50 to 60 M's. If you want a left winger,
he's
like
costing
a
100 million euros.
Yeah, that's what.
He's not. Yeah, that's too.
Yeah,
much.
but it's gonna be less. You're gonna bring down the price to probably
I
50
tried him
to
on
60.
FIFA the other day, and he was flipping crap.
We're not talking about FIFA.
I don't want him in my team, mate.
Nope.
You know what it is?
But, because, for example, I'm just putting out examples. You're gonna have to spend money on the left wing, the right wing, the centre back, and the DM.
The
gonna
club,
have to.
Liverpool Football Club, probably, we all know football clubs, like, not on social media. Liverpool Football Club must know, I absolutely want one player. He plays in the Bundesliga. He plays for Bayern Munich. I am begging Liverpool Football Club.
Oh,
listen,
Jesus Christ.
if I am going to go down a dark... Listen, I'm in a flipping alley, yeah? Right now. So I'm doing this for the flipping, the Matchday Rewind community. I'm in an alley right now. By the way, I don't even know what alley this is. I mean, that's a Matt's Alley solicitor's house right now. Maybe we need to get
someone pissed down that alley.
I'm next to a solicitor box. We need to get solicitors to get this manager out, because I'm telling you now, right now, this guy ain't going. Because you know the thing is, without banter, Rory will know this better than anyone, right? With his owners are American like mine. That his owners will continue to persist with the manager because they want to prove the fan base wrong. That's what our fan base is. That's what FSG are like. They are going to want to prove our fan base wrong by keeping slot, by saying, we've already heard a couple of rumours. Oh, we've had injuries. Like I've not made one excuse about injuries. The only player that I will defend with injuries, and people can call me a fanboy of his or whatever, right? Isak broke his leg. What's he supposed to do? Okay. Anyone else, I'm not having injury excuses of, because we've had fit goalkeepers all season. Byron Woodman in the past 2 games, right? We're in match day 35. Don't use goalkeeper's excuse. Maybe right backs a little bit, yeah? If Martinelli wasn't a bit of a scumbag back in January. would have probably Conor Bradley fit right now. But to be fair, Conor Bradley was poor before he even got injured. Our players have been poor all season. So, the only players that ultimately get a pass this season is Hugo Ekitike, Dominic Szoboszlai, and maybe Rio and Gamoa at the slightest of push, because he's had microwaved minutes that much. Do you know what I mean? So I think our owners are going to continue to persist with slots, and we do need another 500 million, because ultimately we need a left winger, right? Average left wingers are 50, 60 mil. Like, I got a 6 in maths. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm fantastic at maths, but I can do maths. 50, 60 mil on a left winger, right? You need a right winger. Let's say we go and get Diamande, 80 million. Cool. We go and get Bradley Picola. That's 70 mil. They look like they're going to be our 2 main winger targets. Although Liverpool Football Club, if, like I said, back to the dark alley aspect. Listen, if next season's going to be dark, bring me a fucking ball and I'm going to enjoy watching, right? AK, the Ballon d'Or winner, Michael Elise.
Oh, here we go.
Sia and Liam, you can hold that. I don't care I've mentioned his name. And what? I've done a league gunner by saying Kai Havertz. I can't take a shot because I've not got a drink in my hand right now, right? But we need 2 midfielders. We're letting Curtis Jones leave, which is a stupid decision. I think we should probably sell McAllister because he's at the right age. We can still get decent money for him. I mean, McAllister, again, that's another one of those ones. What is it with these South Americans? You got to check the fucking passport. Like Fabinho, McAllister, these South Americans, yeah, they're ballers. But my God, their passports are absolutely dodgy. It's like that Brazilian kid that played in the Bundesliga. He was like 24. Reacts, you lost. And fucking what, mate? Listen, mate, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my bank holiday, mate. I won't be losing when I get home, when I get in bed tonight, mate. I'll tell you about that. Let's see if I'm losing then, mate.
Oh my God!
You'll probably
mate,
you'll be fucking playing Fortnite, mate. Well, I won't be losing when I get back in bed tonight, mate.
This guy.
I know who's fucking winning, mate. Like relax yourself, mate. Relax, yeah. Like Jose Mourinho said, respect, yeah. But before I go, Rory, I want to congratulate you on reaching the Champions League final. If you go and win it, enjoy it, bro. Because winning the Champions League, it's for someone. I was 14 when we won it. But the best thing in the world. But if you win the league, especially we went 30 years. I don't know if you've ever seen a league title in your lifetime. Was you alive?
Never.
That was like me when we won the league last season, when we was able to celebrate. Bro, winning the league, enjoy it. Like, I will banter Arsenal fans. Yeah, we'll banter again from next season. If they win the league, respect to them. Respect to Super Duper Mick, even though I think he's a Lego head, right? And if we win the Champions League, I might genuinely have to go on holiday to a different country, even though I live just outside of Manchester. I mean, that's bad enough, right? If they get going down to London, I mean, there's actually a few Arsenal fans in Manchester. You'd be surprised. Barely any City fans. I don't know why they're getting a new stand. Alf, care to explain? Luke? We'll see if you man fill out that stand, yeah? Because apparently you're naming that the Pep Guardiola stand. You're naming the Pep Guardiola stand that you're going to fill about a couple of thousand in. And yeah, it's scary because if we don't fix our acts, Arsenal's going to win the league next season because, I mean, Pep Guardiola's going to leave. I mean, Enzo Maresca, fucking hell. Like,
question for you, Rex. Question for you.
What's to say? Because it's starting to spit. I can't really see it from here.
When is your clubbing video coming out?
Respect reacts. When is the clubbing video coming out? Well, instead of doing a video, we're going Kai Snap ISO speed level. Stay tuned. IRL clubbing video on React TD Plus. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Hype the video. Although I don't think you can hype a live stream. However, hype the video anyway. But no, I've got to go. Enjoy the rest of your show, lads.
Take care.
King. You're in the mud like me. It's going to be the mid off next week. Although beating the Chelsea scum, mate. I'm hoping all I hope for. One more thing before I go. is Mo Salah plays next week somehow, because I'm going to the game and it'll potentially be the last time I get to see him in a Liverpool shirt. Obviously, he's going at the end of the season, so it will be. So I am praying I get to see Mo one last time against the fucking, the Tories of London. But no, bless up, smash the likes, take care, God bless, have a beautiful bank holiday, and yeah, we're actually in the fucking mud. I mean, I'm going to be in the mud tomorrow morning when I wake up with a hangover. However, God bless, take care,
Big
up
up,
the
bro.
Reds as usual, 20 times, Michael Elise, do the right thing, my bro. Liam, you can hold that, and Zia.
Yep. Stay
How
at
about you,
Bayern.
short
That's probably the
mate?
right thing, you know.
Take care, God bless.
Or come to my
Take care,
house.
bro. Take care.
Damn.
Oh,
Reacts realism, you know. I never thought I'd see the day, you know. My God.
I mean, he was honest about
Yeah.
Liverpool for the most part, apart from the Elise stuff, because they're not getting him. But yeah, they do need to spend a lot of money in the summer. But if they keep Arnie Slot, yeah, it's long for them next year.
Yep.
I think out of my team, well, my team's going to get a new manager, but out of Arsenal, United, Liverpool, and if any of those three teams keep the same manager next season, I don't think they're going to have good seasons next year.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've got a feeling that we may have a season like Liverpool have this season. If we were like, whether we win the league or not this season,
Yeah.
I just got a feeling because of the World Cup.
I don't think Carrick, Arteta, or Slot should be in the job next year. If I was the owners, they'd all be gone. Because
when you think
Carrick,
about it-
you don't really put a loanee to permanent. It never worked last time with Solskjaer. Arteta, 6 years, 1 trophy, maybe another, possibly. But I don't think it's going to be worth him ruining your players again next year. The amount of injuries you've had over the last 2 years, if that increases to next year could be one of the worst seasons Arsenal's ever had in terms of under him.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool Slot, I just don't think Slot's the guy to usher in their new era.
I'm just looking at the potential quality of managers next season. So you got, Man United, Carrick maybe, or Areola, whoever. You got Man City potentially, Enzo Maresca, Arsenal, Arteta, Chelsea. You've got I don't know who you're going to go for. Probably maybe Areola. I think it will be anyway.
The biggest name is Xabi Alonso. Other names have been Fabregas, Areola, and yeah, those have been the ones that have been about. Apparently, the Xabi Alonso one is done. I don't know.
I ain't trying to be funny, but that's dusty. When I've just named the potential list of managers.
Simeone is available. Simeone is available. I would take him in a heartbeat, but
yeah, I'd take him. But to be honest, I lost my respect after that first leg against Atletico Madrid.
And then Nagelsmann's also could be available after the World Cup.
I'd take Nagelsmann in a heartbeat. 100%.
Fair. All right, let's quickly go to the other results and then wrap it up. And of course, do a little preview for tomorrow. Okay, we already did this. Bournemouth 1-3 now versus Palace as well. Yeah, good results for Bournemouth. And then, yeah, the games of tomorrow. Let's start with Chelsea versus Forest. What do you expect of that game, King?
I think Forest are going to rotate heavily. So because obviously they got the game on Thursday, so I don't expect it to be a good game. We haven't really been good at home. We have Old McDonald as the manager, Callum McFarlane. So really, what do I expect? I just want a good game. Hopefully, we get a good game out of it. Win, lose, or draw, I'll be there. But yeah, I'm just watching my club out of obligation right now. I'm on your time. I want the season to end. You know what I'm saying? End the season. We only have literally if we lost to Leeds last week, the season would be over for me. But we got one game left against Man City in the FA Cup. Outside of that, Every other game really is just see what happens.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
See what happens. But I think we win it because their eyes are going to be on a different prize. So I think we win. Honestly, I think we win maybe a 2-0 or 2-1 situation.
Yeah, I think the same. I think Chelsea are gonna win because of Forest are gonna rotate maybe a little bit for Europa League, but they still need to, of course, get a point as well in the Premier League. But then, what do you think, Rory? Forest to Chelsea.
What, my prediction or
Yeah, your prediction. Also, your thoughts about the
1-1.
game.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. All right, and then the big game of tomorrow. I'm gonna do watch along for that as well. Everton, Manchester City. What do you think, Rory?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think Man City will probably win the game, you know. But I don't think it's going to be easy. I think, you know, away at Everton, under the lights, I think Everton will give them a good game, but I think City may win. So I think, as I said, a tight game, but I'm going to say 2-1 Man City.
All right. King?
Yeah, it'll be a tight game, I think. I do agree with him. I think City will win, though. I just think City will do it. I think they win like 3-1 or something like that. As I said, Pep, when it comes to the running last 5 games, he wins them. So he's winning every game. As I said, it's going to be a shootout. Who has the better goal difference by the end? Or if Arsenal drop points at some point, because I don't think City are. I think City win all 5 games. So, yeah, they're going to win. I think by at least a 2-goal margin minimum.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to
Because
say...
Everton just lost to West Ham as well. So
True.
Yeah.
True. I'm going to say 2-1 City, but I hope it's going to be 2-2. That's my prediction. But yeah, 2-1 City.
I would take a point, though.
Huh?
I would take a point, though. I'll take City drawing, losing. Just any result apart from Man City winning, of course.
All right.
Question still,
huh?
No, go on.
Question: you guys think Arsenal will win UCL semi? What do you think, Rory?
I think we'll beat Atletico. I think after that win on Saturday, it has, you know, given me confidence. I mean, you saw at half time, you know, like the Emirates when we scored that 3rd goal, and how hyper it was. Obviously, I didn't go to the game, but you know, you can just feel the belief that has like installed back into this team. It feels like, but then again, like I thought that against Everton, and we ended up losing. Was it 3 games in our in them 4 games? So I don't know, but I think atmosphere should be buzzing, and I think we will beat Atletico. You know, I really do. I think we'll reach the final. I'm not entirely sure whether we'll win it or not, still, but you know, I think we'll make it to the final. I think we can beat Atletico because I think you know we can beat anyone at the Emirates on a Champions League night. So from what I've seen in the last 3 years, that's for sure in the Champions League. So.
Fair. Yeah, I think you will go to the finals, but I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal. Okay?
I just stolen my score prediction, you know.
King, what do you think?
I have Atletico Madrid going through.
Oh.
After watching the first leg, they should have won that game 4-1. If Lookman had the shooting boots on, Alvarez, the attacking talent that they have compared to Arsenal is on another level. So if I was going to bet on who's going to score more goals in the second leg, especially with Lookman, you know, getting a bit of fitness back in his legs, we'll see if Alvarez is going to be available. Griezou's last Champions League games for Atleti, as I said, Diego Simeone is leaving at the end of the season. So I think Atleti go to the final, honestly.
I mean, at the same time, we could say that we had obviously the penalty that was scored. The chances we had in the opening 15, 20 minutes against them lot in the first leg. I think of the Nkapie chance, the back pass, Madueke had a shot wide. I think, it was relatively even in the first half. I think it was, a game of two halves. Come the second half, Atletico Madrid had a lot of opportunities. Then we have the bloody penalty, which I still find scandalous to this day. And we basically...
you thought it was a penalty for the second one. I didn't think either of your penalties were. For me personally.
I think it wasn't necessarily like, the penalty not being given. It's just, for me, I look at that penalty incident, the second one, and I'm like, it's not a clear and obvious error. And if it was a clear and obvious error, why did the referee check it 13 times? That's my problem, if it's anything. It's not necessarily like whether or not the referee should have given the on-field decision. It's about him giving the penalty because he saw contact, right? Because there was contact, like whether you think there was no contact on, there was contact. And I get not every contact is a foul at the end of the day, but I reckon if it's anywhere else on the pitch, it is a foul. And the fact VAR intervened when the referee had a better view on the decision, VAR should not be intervening in that moment of play. It just shouldn't. So that's a sign of the referee not entirely confident on the decision. He's like, not sure about that one. But because Simeone was yapping constantly whilst he was checking the screen, let's be honest, right? If that was Arteta, they'll want him on a flipping electric chair, like no word of a lie. That would be in the newspaper the following morning. I'm telling you now, if that was Arteta, it was yapping at the referee, constantly telling him, no, it's not a penalty, it's a dive, blah, 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 blah. And
it was, though. I don't think it was a penalty. I don't think, as I said, I don't think either yours were penalties. I don't think you deserve...
why didn't you book Eze then? So why didn't you book Eze for a dive? So
he should have been booked. He should have been booked, and Gyökeres should have been booked as well. If I was refereeing that game, both penalties wouldn't have been given, and Atleti would have been won that game 1-0 because their penalty was legit.
At the end of the day, the referee gave it, and it wasn't a clear and obvious error.
I think the first one was a penalty, King. The second, no, the first one was.
No, the first one wasn't, because if you look at it, Gyökeres' touch goes 100 miles ahead of him, and then he just does this and then falls to the ground like a sack of nuts. That's not a penalty to me.
I think the second penalty is more of a penalty than the first one.
There was no touch in the second one. Eze touched air. That's what he did. He touched air and he flew like an eagle. He thought he was Michael Jordan for a second. That's why he was behind.
No. Because there was like, bro, I don't know.
If there was more of a touch and they actually touched, I would have said it was a penalty. But there was nothing.
But there was contact though, and yeah, that's true. He never dived whatsoever. There was contact on the ankle. I'm just like, well, if you're giving the penalty, there's no need for VAR to intervene there. There's just no need. When the referee had a better view than the people in the VAR, it's just like, what's the point? When the referee already made the on-field decision, it should have been given as a penalty. Because how like 80% of them penalties tend to get given anyway, so it's just like, can we just keep the consistency here?
If you got those,
one was a penalty.
Those two penalties and won the game, I don't think you deserve to win that game at all. I don't think you played to play. I don't think you played that game. Honestly, I watched that game. There was only one team that wanted to go forward to actually try and score goals, and that was the Atleti.
Do you think the Atletico penalty was a penalty? Because based on the rule,
because he moved his arm.
Based on the rules,
if he kept his arm behind his back, it doesn't touch his arm. He made a mistake by moving his arm out. That's not.
Yeah, but it comes off his shin first, so it's just like, well, I get it, right? It's part of the rule book, right? Like, we've seen it.
I don't know the
think-
rule about if it hits the shin first if they give it. I don't know about that one. But if
Well, they give
the rule
penalties,
book
like
is
if it hits another body part onto the arm, that's what they've been doing lately. You know, we saw the PSG Bayern Munich game, the Alphonso Davies penalty that got given. That came off his chest, I believe, before it eventually came off his arm. And you know that one where it comes off his shin first, and then it hits the arm.
To be honest
it's
with you,
a penalty based on the law.
it probably wasn't a penalty either. But I would say this for the defender: if he keeps his arm behind his back, it doesn't touch his arm. So I think he made a mistake in moving his arm out.
Yeah. I think his arm probably shouldn't be there, but at the same time, it hits his shin first, so it doesn't hit his hand. If like I don't know, man, it's over and done with, innit? And there's still like I'm not coming on here and you know if we do get knocked out on Tuesday, that was the reason why we got knocked out, etc., because we still had to score the penalty in it. But
True.
I just think if having that opportunity to take a lead back to the Emirates, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
So
can I ask you honestly, did you think you played well against Atletico in that first leg?
I thought we played well in the first half. I thought we were the better team. Second half, as I said, it was a game of two halves. First half, Arsenal were the better team. Second half, Atletico could have scored at least 3 or 4. So, in fact, probably for like 30 minutes of that second half, I thought we were under the cosh. Until the last 20 minutes, I thought we took control again. So I think on the balance of play, a draw was probably a fair result. But based on the second half, you could argue Atletico should have scored 3 or 4 opportunities, 3 or 4 goals, and they could have easily walked away with a comfortable lead. But at the same time, I thought, as I said, on the balance of play, a draw was probably a fair result because of the way we played in that first half. Because Atletico didn't really propose much threat in that first half. So
how many clear-cut chances did you think you had in that first half?
How many chances? So we had the Nkapie chance. We had the Madueke opportunity that went wide.
Oh yeah, that's short.
Yeah. Obviously the Gyökeres penalty. I'm trying to think now that there may be some others I'm forgetting. Yeah, you see, the games happened like a week ago, so
it's difficult. I know it's difficult because for me, I remember Lookman having a couple chances. I remember Griezmann hitting the bar. So
Griezmann hitting the bar.
Yeah.
It
could have gone either. Well, for me, it was either going to be a draw or a Atleti win. I don't think Arsenal did enough in that first half to get the win.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was shocked like the way Atletico played in that first half because it seemed like they were just accepting the draw.
Yeah,
when really like the pressure was on
Simeone style.
Yeah.
Now, I think the first half was not bad from Arsenal, but the second half they struggled a little bit. But I agree with Rory. In the last maybe 15-10 minutes, they controlled the game a bit more. I think. I'm not sure if he was injured, but I don't know why he didn't use Simeone. In my opinion, it was a weird decision.
He should have put him on, especially after like Alvarez was hurt. He should have put him on for Alvarez.
Yeah, like I think Josh pointed it out on the when I was with him on the watch along. It was like, well, why on earth did he not bring on Sorloth in that second half? That was
it was
kind
weird.
I mean, he didn't even play the other day as well, did he? So I'm just like, well,
he might be
what's the
injured.
point? Has he had like a falling out, or I'm not entirely sure.
Might be an injury thing.
Yeah, maybe
if he's not playing at all, he's injured definitely.
Because he's a big game player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, let's do quick prediction for the Bayern Paris Saint-Germain game. I'm gonna say 2-2. So
would that take? It would go through in that scenario. Like I can't be bothered.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay. Bloody hell. I'm probably going to go 3. It's actually so difficult to predict, because both teams. Again, I'm expecting both to come out the traps once again, like they did in the first leg. I don't know. I'll probably go 3-2 Bayern.
If it's 3-2 Bayern, it goes to extra time.
Oh, okay. Extra time and then. Probably. I think PSG might win it on extra time. On penalties, I'm going to say penalties.
Penalties. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bayern losing on penalties in their own stadium.
Yeah. I don't see how they
Good
separate these two.
Good memories.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't see how you separate these two. Honestly, both of them are almost identical.
Yeah. What do you think in your prediction for Bayern Paris Saint-Germain?
I can't predict it, so I'm just gonna say what I want to happen. 5-4 Bayern goes to extra time. PSG score in the 119th minute to make it 5-5 and go through.
And then we go to the Bayern field and Zero Talks FCB to enjoy.
Yeah, and find out where Deontay is.
Oh yeah, Deontay.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
He can't hide that day. He can't hide that day. You know what I'm saying?
True. All right, guys. That was it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Rory, tell the viewers what they can expect on your channel.
Yeah, so tomorrow, of course, is my typical show on every Monday. Like, listen, if I say what's involved on the show, I'll be in big trouble. That's for sure. So yeah. Listen, to be honest, I won't even say it's going to be a podcast tomorrow. It'll probably turn into a watch along, because Man City are on at the same time as I'm live. So we'll probably spend most of it watching the Man City game, as well as speaking about the Arsenal result, etc., etc. So it's going to be mental, But yeah, that's about it really. Of course, we're covering the Atletico Madrid game. Hopefully, we do make it to the final, obviously, and then we move to West Ham at the weekend. So that's about it.
Nice. King?
Straight after this, in about 10 minutes, gonna go to Vigilante Talk Sports for the weekend roundup with the Fellowship.
Nice.
And then tomorrow, triple watch along. Chelsea, Forest, Hart, Rangers in the Scottish Premiership. Obviously, trying to see Hearts win the Scottish Premiership out here. Been following that, so might as well watch a game there. And then Everton. Man
What time
City.
is that?
5:30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's in between, just like nice little in there, so I can do 3 in a row. And then in the Monday evening, I have Park Ferme, a Formula One, basically reaction show to the Miami Grand Prix this weekend. And then on Tuesday, full-time vibes to discuss the Tuesday games and the Monday games on my channel as well with the Fellowship.
Nice.
Obviously discussing Chelsea, Arsenal, and City games. Yeah, that's it really.
Nice. Yeah, I will be live tomorrow for the Everton City game on this channel, and on Wednesday for the Champions League fixture of Bayern versus Paris Saint-Germain. Unfortunately, I cannot do watch along for Arsenal Atletico because I'm going to a party. So yeah, I'm gonna just see if I can follow the.
You going clubbing, bro?
To a festival, bro. Festival. Urban
festival. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I cannot do watch along, but I will try and see if I can follow the game. And on Thursday, I mean, Aston Villa versus Forest. Let's see what Deontay's team's gonna do. Let's see. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. Ciao.